Lost in What you gonna do when highlight catch an attitude? Drop to the knees and show gratitude. Kiss my ring, chick.
This song right here is for all the fellas out there taking care of business and making that money to provide for their ladies, provide for their family. And to all the ladies out there, the fellas are gonna need a little bit more than a big piece of chicken. If you got a good man and you want for nothing, and you wanna keep that man, you need to learn how to check that attitude. You need to show some appreciation. You need to show some respect. Girl,
you need to bow down. Kiss
All my fellas, tell your ladies. Bow to me, kneel for me, kneel for me. Kiss the ring. Bow to me, kneel for me, kneel for me. Pay homage to the king in your life. Wisdom and security, I give that. Devotion and honesty, I show that. Passion and love, you feel that? Bow down, girl, you need to show some respect. Obedience and loyalty, I need that. Friendship and trust, I've earned that. Gratitude, appreciation, I deserve that. Bow down, pay homage to the king in your life. Baby girl, what's the deal? Got no time for freaking girl, you're acting mad. Never want for nothing cause I'm paying the bill. Sleeping all day, the house is filthy. No meal.
I'm a PhD.
Girl, give me some feedback. Let me know what's good, what's up. Where's your head at? Giving me attitude, not today, girl. Dead that. Strip off them clothes, I'm trying to beat that. Bet that. You're really saying not tonight? Not tonight. My blood is boiling hot, girl. You're getting me tight. Aw, man. To the right. Don't let that door hit your ass when you leave.
What's going on? What's going on? We are back.
Yes. I cannot say what's wrong or right.
Shout out to the CIA.
It's not hard to fool me.
One love to the
I'm
FBI.
addicted to the good life. Yeah. Lead the way.
Lead the way.
Follow. No need to
Hey.
say.
In the chat room, you know how we do this.
Now, babe,
I'm going to need your
I follow
age,
to the edge of it all.
and your gender.
To the edge of
Let's
it
get it.
all.
Come on.
So
So tell those good lies.
'Cause I'll buy no matter what.
That's right. Announcements.
Susceptible
The prize and the catch.
before the
If you want to submit your application for the prize or the catch, go to my website
so tell you good.
and submit the application.
'Cause I'll buy no matter what.
That's how we do it.
Susceptible
You're going to also need to send in a picture. Do yourself a favor, people. Don't just think you're a 10 because you want to be a 10.
plan.
Make sure you fit the requirements.
Getting into. Yeah.
You can see what you want to see in your mirror, but we see you. This is the website.
Addicted to what you and I
This is the website.
realize.
ByKevinSamuels.com. This is where you go to book your one-on-one time with me.
No need to say.
And this is where you go put in your applications for the catch or the prize. Again, God may see your heart, but we see your face and your body. And it is time to get real. Because these good lies that are being told aren't helping anybody. Boom. You asked for it, you got it. This is how we're going to do this. In the chat room, keep it cool, keep it respectful. Let people say what they have to say, but respect my platform. That's how we do it. Dun-dun, dun-dun. We are back, we are back, we are back, we are back. Welcome back, everybody. How are we doing? What a few days it has been. I tell you, the content has been getting better and better and better. If you haven't seen the latest videos I've uploaded, you're going to want to go check them out. You're going to want to go check them out. The wannabe 10s die alone. I said it and I meant it. I'm sorry if people don't like the term die alone. But I'm assuming I'm talking to adults. And I'm sorry. If you go through life alone, unmarried, you will die alone and unmarried. If you go through life alone without children, you will die alone without children. I thought we were dealing with adults, educated people. I'm talking about the top 20% of men who want to be in the top 10% of men, and the top 30% of women who want to be in the top 20 to top 10% of women. I'm not trying to talk to everyone. Everyone doesn't need an image consultant. But there's been a lot said here lately, and we're going to get into it. But before we get ahead, where are my manners? Candle of the evening, probably my favorite from Lalabo, Cade 26. And fragrance of the evening, Vanille 44 from Lalabo, Paris exclusive. Yeah, I'm bougie like that. Oh, look what's going on back there. Can y'all see what's going on back there? That is that picture right there. See if we can get a close up. Right there. That is Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige, as she's in Tom Ford's art book. That photo was taken circa 2003. Looking good in that photo. Next to her, Julianne Moore, the redhead. Understand, we need to keep my likes and my engagement over 50%. Keep my likes or my dislikes up. I don't care. But if I look over and the likes or dislikes are not over 50%, you know what happens? We go to the intermission song and it sounds a little something like this. And if you don't want to hear that song in full, let's keep it up. All right. That's what's up there. Julianne Moore, Mary J. Blige. Why am I referring to bring up Mary J. Blige? Well, because Mary J. Blige has been in the news recently. She's been in the news recently talking about how she turned 50. Happy birthday to you, Mary. But also, hold on. Mary also said that it gets lonely and sad being single. Now, I'm not going to play the video that appeared on Tahari P. Henson's Facebook Watch show. You have to go watch it yourself. I'm not trying to get any kind of copyright or anything like that, but we'll just get right to the meaty parts of it. Tahari asked the Be With You singer about how being single has affected her experience during the holiday season, and she was honest about its ups and downs. It gets lonely, it gets sad, but I just gotta thug this thing out until excellence comes along. Stop right there. Mary J. Blige was actually quoted saying that she's got to thug it out. All righty then. She's got to thug it out. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I'd rather be myself and keep making this. I'd rather be by myself than to keep making the same mistakes over and over again. I'm going to be patient and sift through this thing and love on me right now. I'm not going to deprive myself of living. I'm not going to deprive myself of romance if it ever shows up. Tahari Henson can relate to Blige because she revealed that her engagement ended back in October. Why is that important? Because these are both two modern, successful, educated, intelligent, professional.
I'm a PhD.
Women. Now, Mary J. was married for 13 years. And, it ended, as marriages tend to do, sadly. But it brings on an even better question. I've been asking women, what's going on here? Why am I frozen? Why am I frozen? Hold on. To the right, to the right. always something. If it ain't one thing, it's another. It's always something. All right, we're back. Why is this important? Well, because Mary J. Blige has actually sang the soundtrack to a lot of Generation X black women's love life. That's what made her the queen of hip hop soul. Mary J. Blige put into song and words how many late boomers, Gen Xers, and millennials felt. Go look at, and kudos to her. She put it out there in music form. That's why people could always relate to Mary J. Blige. But I'm going to talk about Mary J. Blige. I'm going to talk about Jill Scott. Talk about Tahari P. Henson. I'm talking about a lot of women that fall into this category, and I'm going to juxtapose them against our
I'm a PhD.
PhDs and ask the question: do women gain value with time? And this is a question that seems to really, a lot of modern women seem to have a lot of problems with. Are you gaining value with time? Are you gaining value with time? I asked this question when I was on Instagram Live the other day. Name me a product on the market that gains value, that increases in value as it ages and gets used. And woman after woman after woman could not answer the question. Why? It's lagging. Well, guys, refresh and come back because we've got full power over here. Full power. We've got full power over here, so I got to wait for it to catch up. What product gains value as it gets used and ages? And the reality is nothing. Nothing on the market that you know or I know gains value as it ages and gets used. And this is something that modern women are having to deal with and grapple with because so many women have been told what I talked about Monday. To delay relationship, family, and everything else, go out there and get a career, this, that, and a third. And then when you decide you want to, you can all of a sudden just go decide to pick a man off the high value tree and go make a successful, happy family. That's not true. So I want to, and obviously this subject is triggering a lot of people. No matter how I say it, no matter how I slice it, no matter how PC I try to get with it, women over 30 have a problem with this. But ladies, this is evolutionary biology. You can't argue with what men want. So I need to ask the ladies a question. Why do you ladies feel like you gain in value as you age? Well, Kevin, why are you saying that women feel this way? I know plenty of women who don't feel this way. Really? Well, I'm going to tell you that women on this show, on this platform, will get on here night after night after night and tell you how they want, how now that they're older, have more experience and more wisdom, their desires, what they want from a man has improved, has increased, as if their value has increased. And ladies, your value does not increase with age. What do men value in a woman? Men across the board value a woman's femininity, her femininity, her fitness, her friendliness, her femininity, her cooperation, her submissiveness. Also, her purity and her womb. If you've already had a child, take off the womb. It's already been used. to bring forth life for another man. If you've not had children but had lots of partners, the purity thing is down. The more relationships you've been in, it's like mileage. You can call it damage, but the reality is this. Far too many women think because they go to college or start earning more money that makes them more valuable. And the question is, ladies, do you really believe you gain value as you age? Ladies, do you believe you gain value as you age? And if so, why? Why do you believe you gain value when you age if no one else in the world, if the rest of the world does not work that way? See, and here's something that tends to happen. When women say, well, wait a minute. As a man ages and gets more wisdom, more experience, and makes more money, his value goes up. Yes, it is a double standard, and it will never be fair. It's always been that way for men. As we get older, more experience and wisdom and earning and resources, our value goes up. This is why you ladies should stop trying to move through life like men. Trying to get men to value, trying to get men to accept you and your PhD.
I'm a PhD.
And trying to bring that to the table as if it counts as much as being 23 years old, a dress size 4 with a nice tight package and a low body count, feminine, friendly, cooperative, hot, and a fresh college graduate who went to the prom and had one boyfriend. She is a far better candidate. Now, I know there are plenty of women that be like, well, there's somebody out there for everybody. No, let me go ahead and dash those hopes too. No, there is not. If every man got married, if every available black man, if every single black man got married, there would still be 2 million more black women left. And that's regardless. Women outnumber men in every race. If every man got married, there would still be a surplus of women. In China, these women are called leftovers. And why do I use these kind of words? Because they need to be used. People who don't watch my platform, who tend to come by and do a crop dusting, kind of thinking they know what's going on over here, really need to stay out of here. If you're not going to watch a video end to end, if you're not going to sit down and actually take the time to, in good faith, approach my content and learn it, then stop crop dusting over here to try to think you know what's going on. You don't. This is a problem in the West. Women do not gain value as they age. Age drops your value. Children drops your value. Weight drops your value. Masculinity drops your value. So while people may think it's superficial to judge women based upon their looks, I'm sorry. That is an absolutely asinine and ridiculous position to hold, and it goes in direct opposition to the psychology of assortative mating and the science and the biology, evolutionary biology. Science and academia is against you. It's not an opinion. Science and academia is against you. Women were told that you could delay this and it would not matter. Well, you're starting to see what happens. That no, ma'am. You at 35 should still be asking for a man that you could have got at 21. That's right. At 35 years old, you should. Get the likes up. We got almost 10,000 people in here. Let's see how we're doing on the... Let's see what's going on here. We crossed 300,000 subscribers. Let's celebrate. Everybody drop a buck in it. If you're a new subscriber or a new follower, we're celebrating. Put $2 on it. Get my likes up. Are we over the threshold? Yes, we're over the threshold, so we can go back. All right. Look, like it or not, this is how it works, ladies. You cannot ask for more when you are less. You cannot ask for more when you are less. And you are less when you are older. You are less when you earn more money. Well, let me take that back. You are less when you're older, for sure. If you have children, that lowers your value. At best, your money is neutralized. You would be amazed to go through my videos the last 2 weeks, and I have women in here making $300,000 who have a real problem with men making 50. But let's get real. Let's get very real. Roughly 4% of women, black women, earn 6 figures or more. So 4%. That means 96% of you make less. So we're not even going to really talk about those 4%, even though if you're in the 4%, if you're still average, you still can only ask what you could ask for when you were younger. But let's talk about the women between the 50 and the 80% mark. The women who are making anywhere between $35,000 and $75,000. You women still want the same women that the high value men seekers want. And like it or not, you're going to have to compete. And your best chance at getting a man of means, a productive, competitive, successful man, a man that's going to be in a position to want to pay the bills and do those kind of things, is when you're under age 25, 18 to 24, really 18 to 23. 18 to 23 is your prime years. I know that triggers a lot of women because understand the women that it triggers. It triggers older women. It triggers women who have children. It triggers women who have let their fitness go. It triggers women who went out and got degree after degree after degree and promotion after promotion after promotion. But what they cannot dispute is they don't have a husband or a high value man or a man of value trying to marry them. And for those who do happen to have one, is that really your choice? We can get into that. Let me lay that one alone because that's look, ladies. Just like the woman I uploaded last night, the woman talking about I'm a 10. When I was told you're 6, what did she say? She tried to use every excuse in the book. She kept trying to throw out, well, I'm not a 10 because I'm dark. No, you're not a 10 because you're not a 10. You're not a 10 because regardless as to your skin tone, your facial structure, your features, don't put you up in that category. They simply don't. Like it or not, why do you think many models have, there's an equation? And if you go to channels like Jubilee or things like that, and if you guys think I'm harsh, I challenge you to go to a beauty channel or a channel where they actually do models. If anybody has ever modeled before, I'm gonna tell you, they bring you all in at a cattle call. They'll tell you to strip down to your underwear, and they will go down the line and point out every flaw on you. If you guys cannot take someone telling a woman who is cute that she's not a 10, because you, no matter what she says, you guys aren't ready. And this is what I'm saying. You ladies, rate yourselves based upon your income and your education. And that's not how men rate you. You rate yourself based upon your energy, and that's not how men rate you. And I think it's absolutely foolish, especially for professional people, to act as though they don't understand that this is how men do things, unless you're talking about people who are just deluded and out of touch. Well, like it or not, over 7, almost 8 months, there is a wealth of interviews and content that show what women want. It doesn't matter from age 18 to age 18. The oldest woman I've talked to has been 70 years old. There was a woman in the comment section who's been on my show. She says, I am 70 years old and I watch your content, been following it for a while. I know right now I'm not ready for a relationship. I'm working on me. But in a couple of years, I'll be ready to get back out there and date, and I will be out there looking for a provider man. This woman was 70, talking about in 2 years, she'd be ready to be a feminine companion to a provider male. Think about what I said. A 72-year-old woman thinks she's going to find a man who's going to pay her bills. Men don't even live that 70, 18. Across the board, all these women want men who can pay the bills. That's almost 100%. There have been 3 women that I can think of who say they wouldn't care about a man's money. 3 women that have said it that I believe. There have been women who've said it, but after further conversation, it come out, yeah, I really do want that. So if you're competing with women from 18 to 70, I don't think anybody, if you don't talk to men, you're in no position to talk about what men value. If your audience is not men, you're in no position to make judgments upon what men think. If you don't dialogue with men, I mean, think about how ignorant this would be. You want to sell to a market that you're completely ignorant about. You don't ask the market what it wants. You don't do sampling, testing, surveying. You just drop a product out there and you think they're going to buy it and they don't buy it and you say something's wrong with the market. No. Ladies, listen. The market is where men are, and men universally say that women do not gain value over time. That's the nicest way I can put it. But I could be wrong. I know some ladies are thinking, well, you're off base. But if you have something where you disagree, or you think I'm off, or you don't think I know what I'm talking about, you have a disagreement, you're more than welcome to come up. Women only. Women only, guys. You won't get on. And even if you do get on, you won't get on. You won't get on. Look, I expect to have detractors. And the thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get information out to women so you can make better decisions, because what you're doing now is not working. It simply is not working. And people telling you what you want to hear, pandering to you, people telling you what you want to hear, pandering to you, it's not working. It's not working. Them telling you what you want to hear is not working. It's just like Don't listen to the big bad man. No.
Circus, Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro polka dot, Afro.
Don't listen to the big bad man. He's just saying that to hurt your heart and dash your hopes. And let me also speak to you women who think you're a 10 no matter what anybody says. You're deluded. You can say that all you want to, and you can walk around with your 10 energy, but the world is what it is. The market decides. And this whole thing about being a 10 on the outside, the world doesn't judge your outside. The world judges your being a 10 on the inside. That's stupid. The world judges the outside. And it's foolish to sit around as a grown person telling people to walk around with your and believe in the power of sunshine and fairy tales, and you can manifest that in your life. That is negligent. Negligent and dangerous, in my opinion. So keep your mouth off me. Keep your mouth off me, especially if you're not going to watch my content and know what I'm talking about. But again, I think one thing that my platform has done more than anything else, it has triggered a conversation. And I'm good with that. I'm good with a conversation being triggered. I am. So let me read through some of these super chats. We're the pawn shop. That's right. Let's see. Where are the super chats at in here? If she thinks she's a 10, she should marry herself. Shout out to the people in the super chat. Okay. Where's everybody at tonight? Let's get it up. I'm going to be announcing this Sunday. I'm going to be announcing the first round of the prize and the catch. And I'm also going to be announcing this summer, I'm putting together a scholarship and an internship. So scholarships and internships coming up down the pipe this summer. See, I don't just talk. I use this platform for my own gain and my benefit because I want to be massively rich. Make no bones about it. I want to be very rich, multi-millionaire. Yep, but I also want to use it I want to get there by helping people get what they want, and I'll get what I want. I make no bones about that I want money. Matter of fact, if you appreciate the platform and you've never donated on the platform before, now's your chance. Hit that $sign and donate. Yep, I have no problem. You can't shame me out of asking for donations and asking people to support the platform. You can't do it. Nobody shames Bezos for being a billionaire. You think he wants to? You got a guy on YouTube that's 22 years old and made $97 million. Shout out to Mr. Beast. Support people. Support the content that helps you. Let's get it going. The call line is open. Where'd she go? Oh, man. Also, I'm looking for new additional dancers. If you want to be a Money World dancer, send me an email. It must be tasteful. Send me an email, dancing to Money World, or send me an email dancing, and you just might get it. Yep, I'll be featuring lots of people. Let's get it.
Money World, si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llega primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después.
Money World Girl.
Que Dios te la ve, que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos malos
buenos. Go to the website, submit for the prize and the catch. You must submit photos. Don't lie to yourself.
Money World.
It says single, professional, fit. not running 8th place trophies.
Se arregla con dinero.
Single, professional, fit.
Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la
I think it's
canción.
funny that people talk about colorism and I
Como
got
tú me ves, sabes tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano.
Hey, when you're a winner, you're a winner. That's a winner right there. Dance, Tierra.
No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni
Tierra
cómo
Scoop said about
Money
it.
work.
The Money World girl.
El mundo
She
quiere
is
dinero.
so, hey.
Money
Tierra's
work.
World. More songs coming up on the playlist. I've already got the theme song up.
Money work.
Money World, I'll be putting up other songs on the playlist for Bossa Nova, for everything. That's right. Support the platform. Make the haters mad. Make them mad. Make them say, ooh, I can't stand it. Why do y'all support that guy? Yeah.
Money work.
Make them mad. They'll be like, why do y'all do that? Why do they go over there and talk to that guy? They should come over here with us and listen to our angry energy. Don't they realize that what he's saying just simply works? You know, there are a lot of women that sit around talking about, why y'all come over here? Why do y'all come over here? Why do y'all listen to them? You really want to tell them what you think? Donate something in Super Chat. Make them mad. Because that's what they're really watching. They sit around and watch the donations I make and the view count. And it's just jealousy. Because if people were effective at what they were doing, they really wouldn't care about what's going on over here. People who are good at what they do, I mean, I find out about what they're doing only because they keep talking about me so much. Ladies, join the panel. All right, now we're about to get into it. And oh yeah, it says it in the chat room, but I'll say it again. By getting in the chat room, comment section, on or off the show on the platform, you give your consent. It's implied consent anyway. It's YouTube rules. You already know it. But just in case for the people on the short bus or the people who don't quite understand how public live streams work, when you choose to participate, you are giving your consent to have your likeness and everything else used. Whether you're on screen, off screen, in the chat box, in the comment section. You don't want that? Then don't talk. Sit there, watch, and don't interact. All right. There is a guy here by the name of Ralph. Ralph. Apparently, Ralph didn't listen very well. Ralph, my friend.
Yes, sir.
It's not for men. It's not for men, my friend. Gotta go. Thank you. Thank you for Kim. Your audio's not connected. So we're going to go to Bianca. Who's first? Unmute yourself, please. Bianca, unmute yourself. All right, Bianca. Unmute yourself. She's not paying attention. Unmute yourself, Bianca. H Christ. Unmute yourself, Bianca. Okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. Hello? You need to say something. Hello? Speak up, please. This one. Okay. We're going to just go ahead and skip Bianca. She's on that short bus today. Apparently. Melanie, go ahead and unmute yourself. Hello. Melanie. I can't hear me. Melanie, hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing well.
You've called in before.
I have once before.
Right. You're the attractive woman with no social skills.
You said no social skills?
Low social skills.
Okay. Okay. So I do have a disagreement. And
But hold on. How old are you?
Sure. 33.
Right. And what's you have a bachelor's, master's, what?
Law degree.
Right. And your last significant relationship was when?
4 years ago.
How long did that last?
It's like 2.5.
Okay. Let's go. What's your disagreement?
So
tell me what product that increases in value with age and use.
I have to stick specifically to that theme?
Yes, that's the question. You're a product. You're a product on the market. We're consumers. You're the product.
All right. So if that's what you want to stick to, that wasn't really
But do you not understand that that's what the sexual marketplace is?
No, I know that everyone is superficial and
Not superficial. No, let's stop that right there. It's not superficial. See, calling it superficial is a value judgment. That'd be like saying women are gold diggers for wanting resources.
Yeah, I'm not. I know that comes off as judgmental.
It does, and it's wrong.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to be attracted to the person, your partner. I'm not objecting to that by any means.
So what's your disagreement?
Or am I allowed to talk about a related disagreement?
You got to stay on what is it?
Yeah. So I tuned in on Monday evening, and I kind of take issue with any sort of notion that having a high level education or being achievement minded should be frowned upon.
Who said anything about frowned upon?
That's kind of like it's.
No. Don't tell me what kind of. Tell me what I said. Don't tell me what kind of. Counselor.
It's implied.
No, it's not implied, because why can non-black women become lawyers, doctors, everything else, and still be married with children? There's a woman that comes on this show right now as a white woman, 4 children, medical student, went to Mayo Clinic, earns 5 times her husband. So don't tell me anything about implication about there's something wrong with having a degree. No, it's something wrong with having a degree, thinking it makes you more valuable and you should get something different.
Okay, so I know the whole I'm a PhD thing it's funny, and it's a catchphrase in your programming, but it almost feels like, I don't want to say you're encouraging women not to aspire, but
Counselor, I don't want to. We're in the courtroom, counselor. Don't tell me about feel. Tell me about what I say. What do I say to women?
You
Counselor?
say that you should dedicate more effort towards finding partners if that's what we want.
That's right. Counselor, how many people would like to be a lawyer?
Probably too many.
How many people would love to make the kind of money you make?
Probably a lot.
Right. How many people have the dedication to apply to law school, study, go through year 1, 2, 3, pass the bar, and get out there and do the work?
Yeah, a lot.
All right. So should people just get what you got because they feel like it?
No. I'm not saying that people deserve things they don't work for. I'm just concerned about this notion of being a high achieving woman is something that's negative or to be avoided.
I never said that.
Well, with the whole Cosmopolitan magazine interview, editor interview, and the lie that's sold to women, I do agree that, balancing family life, if that's that's a whole separate conversation, whether or not you can have, 2 high powered people with children, a reasonable.
Ma'am, you're not saying what I said. You're telling me about how you strained what I said through your emotions, and it's not sounding like it makes a lot of sense. So let's try this again. What did I say that you disagree with?
Well, I don't have a verbatim quote that from Monday or that comes to
Well,
mind.
you're before the judge and the jury, counselor, and you're
I'm
trying to
transactional.
make a case against me. I'm going to hold you to a certain standard. I'm not going to
No, I'm
allow you just.
transactional attorney. I'm not a litigator, but what I'm
But
saying
what I'm
that
not going to allow you to do is come up and mischaracterize what I said to prove your point. How about the fact that you're just wrong?
do you think that people could interpret it that way?
I
Just
think that
curious.
people can interpret whatever they want. How about, but there's your opinion, my opinion, and there's the truth. What I said is on the record, and what you're saying is not what I said. So that makes you what? It's not a misinterpretation. See, you're an attorney. See, people think they know one thing, but there's something called the law, and that's what we go by. You're misinterpreting what I say, and you're still trying to make your opinion right, and it's wrong.
So when you play the little sound
Why
bite,
don't you just say I was wrong?
I don't think I'm wrong.
Well, then tell me what I said that you disagree with, counselor.
I'm not claiming that you have a specific moment where you.
Shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right, the pathology. If I were to do that with her, she would do that for hours. She is wrong. She can't even make her point, can't make her case. This is an attorney talking about feelings and interpretations. Tell me what I said, counselor. She cannot do it, and she still wants me to get up on a cross like I did something wrong. No, ma'am. Bianca, let's try it again. Unmute yourself. All right, she's not paying attention. You need to unmute yourself, Bianca. Okay, I'll try one more time with Bianca, and I'm going to go. Unmute yourself. All right. All right, and I see somebody by the name of Kim. Well, Bianca's not doing anything, so we're just going on. If you have a disagreement, raise your hand. People who raise their hand, get up first. All right, let's see what the disagreement is. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can. Your first name?
Mimi.
What's your disagreement?
So, I just had a question because I feel that a lot of men.
Is it a disagreement?
Yeah, it's a disagreement because.
How old are you? How old are you?
Me, I'm 32.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so as far as the women gaining value with age thing, I feel that a lot of men like Bernice Burgos and a lot of women are now trying to get like plastic surgeries and weaves and stuff like that.
Let's stop. Mm-hmm. You say that again? As far as do you women gain value with age? And what I thought I heard you say is a lot of men like Bernice Burgos.
Yes.
Make that make sense to the question I asked.
So you said they gain value with age, and she has gained value with age.
Okay. No, she hasn't.
Okay.
Ma'am, what you said was there are people who like Bernice Burgos. I personally don't. But that's but name a product that gains value with age and use.
Nothing.
All right. So why do you think Bernice Burgos gained value with age?
Well, I feel that she gets more attention than she got back, in her prime.
She gained value with notoriety and publicity. but not age. Take away the publicity and the notoriety, would you still think she has the same value?
I would say no, but
Exactly. So the age did not benefit her. The publicity and notoriety did in your equation. It's not the age.
okay. So what do you feel about like women that wear hair extensions and lashes and makeup and stuff like that?
What does that have to do with anything I'm talking about?
I just feel that a lot of women that are in the
how about
danger zone
let's do this, Mimi. Can we talk about, you're 32, right?
Yes.
Did you go to college?
Yes, I did.
Did you finish college?
Yes.
Can we talk about what we think and we know and not feel? Because
Okay.
ladies often say you feel, and feel is subjective. You
That's
ask me
right.
what I feel about lashes, and what does that matter? So let's try what you're going to say through what you think and know. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I think is being in Atlanta, I have noticed, and I would just use myself, that whether I have natural hair or braids or extensions, more attention is drawn when I have extensions. But you said in previous videos that women should be, men like natural
That's
hair.
off the topic, man. I mean,
yes.
I'm trying to be reasonable, man, but
So I got to call in a different day.
well, yes, because you're okay. Let me use this as a lesson. At 32 years old, I expect an a mature woman to know you're calling into a show that has a lot of people in it and stick on the topic. I've already asked you to stay on the topic 2 or 3 times, but it's like, y'all just think y'all can do whatever you want.
I got you.
I don't understand. I just don't. Kayla.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear
Hi.
me?
Hi. How old are you?
Me, I'm 20.
You're too young for this conversation. You're too young. It's all theory at this point. Go ahead. Unmute yourself. Holmes, your last name? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
I
Hello?
actually have a question.
Okay. You don't or you do?
No, I don't.
All right. She's just watching, I guess. So we'll put you in the waiting room. I don't know. If you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to just send you back to the waiting room. You got your hand up. All right. Jackson. Wow. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm well. How do you pronounce your first name?
Katura.
How old are you?
I will be 25 in April.
What's your objection or your disagreement?
I'm not sure that I have like necessarily an objection. I do listen to a lot of your content and it's really good. So I guess my concern is obviously I'm still single. I don't have any children.
But you have your hand raised. Is this on the topic?
Yes. Do women get value with time?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know. I guess my concern is like when I listen to your videos, it does kind of make me nervous because I'm outside of that bracket that you say the 18 to 23 and I'm about to be 25. And obviously I do want to be married and, the typical woman's idea, but I just don't know what I'm missing. Like why I'm not.
Why is making you nervous a bad thing?
Well, I mean, men really make the choice of like obviously who they're gonna marry. I don't get to go out and say you're the one for me. It's always gonna be.
But what I'm saying is why does me focusing women like yourselves attention on the fact that Marriage is not prioritized in the Black community. Many of you were told to go out and get a degree. You don't need no man. And if you don't do this in a certain time frame, you will go straight to the danger zone to no man's land, to dying alone. Why is that such a bad thing?
I desire to be married. So, that's just what I want out of life,
So were your mom and dad married?
Yes.
All right. Is your dad helping you sort through your boyfriends?
Not necessarily.
Oh, there you go. See, what makes you nervous is the reality that you're not picking well. And let's just say overall, you're not approaching getting the outcome you want in a way that you think you're going to get the outcome. See, one of the things that fascinated me when I went to college is the white women that went there that came to school for an MRS degree. It fascinated me how they moved. The freshman and sophomore year, they were party girls turning up and da. But sophomore year, they got like a pit bull seeking out. They were hanging out by the medical school, the engineering school, the law school, the dental school. They were hanging out. They were studying. They put themselves around the guys, and the guys that they were kicking it with their freshman and sophomore year, and the guys they hooked up with their junior and senior year were completely different guys. I was fascinated watching Heather and Brittany and all these women, Anne Marie, switch on a dime while Keisha and Kim and Tammy and Tanika were out breaking up with their boyfriends, laughing at the nerdy guys that they wouldn't deal with who came in with a white girlfriend because they overlooked him. Right. And then they were worried about going to graduate and moving to Houston and partying. I'm sorry, but if you don't focus and make yourself a prize to the kind of man you want to be, who's a catch, the outcome will be itself.
I mean, I completely agree. I just feel like I don't know what.
Well, okay. Okay. Well, that's not this show. That's not this show. But okay. And see, the thing is, I saw a lot of my critics are like, "You're scaring women." No. What should scare them is 1 out of 4 will marry. That's what should scare them. The stuff that you folks are telling them is fairy tales. But just keep your head down and God's going to send you a husband. That's not true. What people tell women is not working. And women are starting to see that the outcomes aren't being met. Hold on. That's what women are starting to see, that the fairy tales, the pandering ain't working. See, that previous caller is 25 years old. I know when I was in corporate America, white women were getting, I was fascinated to see how many white women were, I got a wedding to go to. It amazed me how many of these white women were going to wedding after wedding after wedding. One woman went to 7 weddings in a summer. Always a bridesmaid. And all the black women, no bridesmaids. They were worried about going to the club. Yes, it's time for you start to realize that these are the years. You don't do it at 40. She's still here. Hello? I can't hear you. Say hello.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Hi, how are you, Kevin?
I am well. Could you not hear me when I was asking you to unmute yourself?
No, my computer is hooked up to my Bluetooth speaker and I couldn't get it off.
All right. So what can I do for you?
I would say yes and no.
Yes and no.
To that, yes, women do increase with value, and no, they don't at the same time.
That no, you can't. That's not a possible position.
Well,
How old
can
are
I
you?
use myself as an
How old
example?
are you?
I'm 35.
Okay. Go ahead. Let's
Okay.
try to thread this needle.
Alright. So I grew up awful. My childhood was a nightmare. Teenage years were a nightmare.
Right.
And so in my early 20s, 18 to 23, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea about my value at the
30
time.
seconds.
Okay. And so now I understand what men want, what they value. And I did a consultation with you a while ago, and it really helps me to understand where I have to go.
All right. So your value to your due respect, your value has not increased to men. What you just said was, I know more than I knew in my teens.
Yes.
All right. What does that matter to men?
To men, probably nothing.
Well, that's the point, Bianca. The implication is, do women increase in value as they age to men?
To men, no.
That's
And
the
I've
implication. I'm not asking, do women increase in value to themselves? I mean, that's pretty obvious that women would say they increased in value to themselves, but to men, no.
No, to men, definitely not, because I've had to experience that now that I am 35. And so it's time to exit the party. It's time to leave
All right.
the
Well,
scene
then how's
because
that working?
great. I actually just came home from a date and I caught your show.
Okay.
So yeah, I was like, well, I want to hop on this call because I have.
Well, I hope you're dating with a purpose and not just dating to date.
Oh no, I'm dating with the purpose. I'm dating with the purpose, and it's going really great. So,
sounds great. Consultations work. Peace out.
Yes.
Thank you much. So yeah, ladies, granted, with experience, we get better to ourselves, but let's be reasonable, ladies. I'm talking about, do you gain value to the sexual marketplace, to men? Hello? Hello? Hi.
Oh, hi.
Yes. Hi. Bree? Hi. Hello?
Can you hear me? I think there's a slight lag.
Okay. Do you have YouTube playing in the background?
I do not actually. Well, I have it, but I didn't mute it.
What do you got for me?
I just had a quick question.
Well, first off, how old are you?
I'm 32.
32?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Uh-oh, you muted yourself. Unmute yourself. You muted yourself. Okay, go ahead.
Strange, I wasn't touching my computer.
Go ahead.
So I was wondering, what are women doing, or what would you say that women are doing that are older, but also getting men? I remember I used to work for an advertising agency, and I remember older women still getting married, and there has to be something that they're doing. They were white, I have to admit that. So, and they were still getting married. And I still see that, where I see older white women still finding husbands, whether they're older men or men around their same age. I'm not sure what that
Again, you may see that anecdotally. I really can't address that.
Okay.
But people tend to not, because I can't address your anecdotal experience. But you also mentioned something that they were white. You're black.
Mm-hmm.
You want to marry a black man?
I'm open to either, to be honest.
Well, you can be open to either. That's good. But I may also say this too, because there's this notion that by not dating black men, all of a sudden there's a wealth of other men. Men are pretty race loyal. And especially if you want a productive, competitive, successful man, a higher value man, they typically don't marry outside of their race. Typically don't. So I know there are a lot of people who run around talking about you can go there and there. They can't show you marriages, not of their production. So the question is better about when it comes down to home. At 32, you want to be married.
I do.
When's your last relationship?
Well, I was married once.
Okay.
I that didn't work out.
Any
Kind of
children?
the opposite. No children. No children.
How long were you married?
4 years.
Why'd you guys divorce?
We he did
The
not
Reader's
like
Digest version.
he did not like to work. Very short. He did not like to work.
Okay. And do you want to have children?
I am on the fence. No, I do not want to have children.
So you want to get married, but you don't want to have children. Do you plan on working?
I do.
Okay, so obviously, so I got to ask, why do you want to get married?
I want to share my life with someone. I want to be able to give myself to someone. And to clarify, I'm afraid to have children. That's the reason why I don't want to have children. I'm actually afraid.
Why are you afraid?
Just the fear of all the complications that come along with pregnancy.
Your body's made to do this. I got to tell you, man, men don't typically want to go marry women who don't want to have children. That's the whole purpose. One of the main purposes of getting married.
Understand. I'm trying to change that mindset, though. I am.
Okay, you're 32.
Mm-hmm.
You've already been married once. Ladies. I make it so hard. Men look at marriage as if you're going to marry a woman and take on all those legal obligations and possible liabilities, you got to get something out of it. We don't look to marry you guys to walk off into on golden pond. That's yoga. That's you guys' fantasy. It's not a man's fantasy. It's just not what we want. You're here for a reason. And this is why women who are older get married, because they can show value to a man.
I'm learning that.
Well, here's the one thing that I really wish, this whole notion that black don't crack. So many black women look younger in their 30s, but you're still in your 30s. So appreciate it. I don't know why women don't want to get married, because I'm afraid of complications. Let's just say it. She don't want to lose her body. That's what it is. That's vanity. Yeah, that's why she went, you don't want to lose your body. That's cool. That's fine. Unmute yourself. What happened to you? You just, hello?
Hi, how you doing?
Hi. What's your first name?
My first name is Elisa.
What do you got for me?
I think I'm gonna be the only female on here that don't totally disagree with everything that you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 31 years old, by the way. I'm a Black female, so I kind of agree with almost, I want to say 89% of the things that you're saying.
Okay. Well, okay. So did you have a question? Because I got to get to the disagreements and the questions.
The only thing I can honestly disagree with is.
No, you don't have a disagreement. Go ahead. Go ahead, Miss. Go ahead, Miss Jones. Go ahead.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Hi.
So just to be honest, I hear everything that you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
but what is the solution?
Okay, so first of all, let's do this. How old are you?
I turned 32.
Okay. Do you want to be married?
I do want to be married.
All right. So my question is, you're going to ask me what's the solution. Why do ladies always want to come ask me for a solution for them?
I think that it seems like you're coming off as the expert, so therefore we would like to know your...
and the solution. Okay, no. Well, honestly, you want the dead honest truth? Solutions cost money.
Okay. How much money?
Go to my website and book a session like Bianca did. Because if you're good at something, you don't do it for free.
I do understand that.
You don't do individualized sessions. And see, here's the solution is shed light on this problem so women don't get into this situation. That's the solution for the general audience. So let's take it this way. You're 32?
Yes.
What's your longest relationship?
4.5 years.
How long ago was that?
This past February.
February 2020?
Yeah.
Why didn't you guys get married?
He wanted to, but he simply will not mature. It lacks ambition, and we have too much
Do you have any children?
emotional history.
You have any children?
Yeah, we have one son. He is he
One
just turned
child?
2.
You turned 2? So you were having sex and reproduced the child with a man who's immature. And yet, and then you want to take that out onto the market and get someone to marry you.
Well, I don't have a problem with getting people that are interested in me long term.
No. Understand. So
However,
listen, no.
I would like to
Listen.
get married.
My content is I don't see the whole dealing with. We keep score over here by marriages, because yes, I know women don't have problems getting somebody to deal with them, date them, deal with them long term. It's marriage or not.
Okay.
And what it comes down to is you were with somebody for 4 years that you said was immature, but yet you chose to be sexually active with them and chose to bring a child into the world. Why would a man want to have you as a wife and deal with an immature baby daddy and volunteer to be a stepfather for a child that's not an asset to him?
Somebody that meets me or my son would see value in me as a person.
No, man. If that's the case, if somebody that meets you would see value, I'm asking you, so you should be able to tell me the value.
What's my value?
No. So you ladies like yourself like to do this. Well, when somebody meets me, listen, ladies like yourself would like to frame it this way. When you meet me, you'll see my value. Well, you have to be able to communicate that value too, because everyone can't meet you. And at 32 years old, you should know the value you bring to a man, especially if you expect him to be a stepfather to your child and deal with a man who's a child's father who's not mature.
Absolutely.
Do you want to have more children?
I'm sorry?
Do you want to have more children?
I do. I want a big family.
Oh, how many kids do you want to have? How many kids do you want to have?
I mean, as many as I can afford.
Okay. As many as you can afford. What do you do for a living?
I'm a realtor.
Okay. About how many kids would you like to have, since you already have one?
I would like to have like 4 more.
4 more. So a family of 5. What state?
I'm in Atlanta.
Okay. So what would a man need to make to fund a family of 5 children, a wife and himself? So a family of 7. How much would a man need to make to provide for a middle class, upper middle class life?
I would think combined income maybe around $380.
Excuse me?
In order for us to travel and everything
$380 in Atlanta?
The way I like to travel.
380, no, you're talking closer to 5. 3 children is about 350.
Okay.
I'm talking closer to 5. And do you plan on, obviously, I guess you plan on working after you're pregnant?
I wouldn't mind working. I like working.
No. Let me ask the question. Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant?
I don't necessarily want to have to, but okay. I wouldn't mind.
So I need, no. I just want to know what you want. And the first thing that came out of your mouth is you don't want to have to work. And you want 5 kids. So even if you stair step these kids, if you start having children, that means you'd be out of work for at least 7-8 years. What do you care if your husband's black, white, Hispanic, or other? Do you care if he's black?
It doesn't matter.
Is your child's father black?
He is black. Most of my exes are actually Asian.
Well, but you made a black child, so that's likely going to be who the next father is going to be, because men tend to be pretty racial loyal and not wanting to have kids that don't look like them.
I understand that. And I would like for my son to have a black role model. I mean, his dad is out of sleep, but they
So,
You have a
ma'am.
good
So, ma'am, why would it? So, this is the Rubik's cube you've given me. A woman who wants a man who's making about the $500,000 a year, the money to be able to afford a wife and 5 children, one whom is not his own. That's what you would like. But yet, when you were younger, hotter, still in shape, and no children, you chose a guy who wouldn't even have a job.
doesn't have a job. I didn't say that.
You said he wouldn't keep a job.
No, I didn't say that. That's the wrong person. I didn't say that.
What did you
I
say?
said he was a little. I said he was not maturing.
I'm sorry.
and
You
being
said
as
he's
ambitious
immature.
as I
He was
He
immature. I'm
wasn't
sorry.
being
He was
as
immature.
ambitious as I needed him
Okay,
to
he
be.
wasn't as ambitious, but you. Okay, I'm sorry. Scratch that. He wasn't ambitious, but you still made a baby with him voluntarily. See, what you ladies don't seem to understand is you want to ask for more from the next guy than you did for the guy who got you when you were younger and hadn't had any children. And it's unreasonable. And what percentage of men in this country earn $500,000 or more?
As far as I know, I think it's about 8%. Or I'm sorry, 500,000, 1%.
Right. And I need you to be brutally honest with yourself. Are you a 1% kind of woman?
No, I'm not in the top 1% at all. But I didn't ask for that. You kind of gave me those numbers. I didn't
Well,
ask for
no,
that.
I asked you what you wanted. And you said you wouldn't want to have to work and you want a big family. So whether you want to have $500,000 guy, what we do know is a $50,000 a year guy, which is middle of the road, won't do for a family of 5. That's what we do know.
So my question is, I mean, we
So
listening to your channel.
Go ahead.
Listening to your channel, we are always told that single moms are pretty much dead and done, and here we're talking about age, and now I'm at the older or the elder part of my age range. And so it's more so like, okay, what is it that you think we should be doing, not as a single mother, but just as an older woman to secure a marriage, not
Okay. I'll answer your question. I'll answer your question.
Okay.
And by the way, how tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
Dress size?
6.
Okay. What women should do is marry before they have a child. Because this is what happens. You are too old, too many miles to be demanding high prices. What women in your position should do is be fortunate to lower your expectations down to your level. A man that's on your level and your
But I didn't give
income.
you a level.
Excuse me?
I didn't give you a level. You kind of created the level. I never told you a level.
Well, I would tell you, okay, what would you, okay, let's do this. You're dress size 6. Where would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10?
I guess I would be in that 6 range that you talk
Right.
about.
And your level would be a man making about $50,000 or $60,000. That's your level. I don't need you to give me a level. That's your level. That's who did your child's father make more than that?
He was making 80.
All right. But he was immature.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to your level. You can't get higher than your level. And you
I
want
didn't ask for higher.
so the reality is, so what would I tell a woman like yourself? Ma'am, you're too old to be wanting 5 kids. You're lucky if you find a guy who's willing to marry you and be a stepfather to a child, period. Because being a stepfather, which I have been one, is a thankless job. Much less to a stepfather to a guy that, by your own admission, is not the caliber of a man you even wanted to marry. So I have to deal with a child and this guy, and it's a son. You have a son?
Yes, I do.
Right.
And he's with his dad half the time, and he's with me
Well,
half the time. So his dad is out of
this is why women should marry Marry your child's father, and don't make babies with a man you're not going to be with for the rest of your life. Really, that's the answer. Because anything after this is trying to make the best of a bad situation. And I know it's not popular. And I know people don't like the way it sounds. But the older you get, the more women tend to want. You tend to want men who are earning more, doing more, to be able to provide more because your standards are higher because of lived experience. But your value is lower. You cannot get more in the main. Yes, there are women out there who can do it like Sierra and all these other kind of stuff. But in the main, the majority of women cannot. And the problem is, most of you ladies look at your chances on the market as far too high. I mean, would you marry a man who's making $45,000 a year? Why is this big pause?
I mean, close to it, sure. If he had ambition.
No. See, there's always an add-on when I ask these questions. I said making $45,000 a year. He's happy making $45,000 a year. He's going to make $45,000 a year. He's not trying to be president. Excuse me?
No, I couldn't be satisfied with that type of complacency.
Then you screwed yourself. Listen to what listen. This is what the video I'm about to upload, and this happens over and over. Every time I ask, the average black man is single. 51% of black men are single and childless. 64% are in the middle class. The average black man in this country earns $42,000 a year, $41,000 a year. And the average white man earns $52,000. There's an $11,000 difference between black and white men. So most men earn around $50,000. And what you just said is fully half of the country of men of all races are insufficient to a woman who's older with a child. That's insane.
I'm okay with $50,000 if he has desires to make more.
No, you're still, and this is womanese. What this means is I can get him to make more. That's womanese. What she's saying is, I will take it as a starting point, but I'm going to continue to push you to try to become more. And no, ma'am, most people cannot make more. That's the median income. And you asked for a solution. I said the solution is to lower your expectations down to reality, because so many of you ladies are just insane with this. Why do you need, if half of the men in the country are earning that, why do you feel like you need more and you're bringing somebody else's kid to him?
I just, I invest in things, and
congratulations, but you don't have a husband. So it doesn't matter. You don't have a husband, and you don't have any prospects for a husband on this level. You guys can talk a good game, but at the end of the day, men choose. And I understand this is a hard thing for you ladies to get, but ma'am, this is insane. Me. And what you have yet to say is what you're going to even bring to the table to provide for that man who'd be willing to marry you and be a stepfather. It's all you. That's not a wife.
I don't think I said anything about myself or anything.
Okay. Like that. The tape is here, man. No, you talked about everything has been about what you want. Why you want? Why do you want this? Why I invest? I do this. What is he going to get from you?
He will get love, peace, a helpmate. He'll get someone that is genuine and sincere, someone that is going to make his day much easier. I do a lot for a man. Most men that I date value me.
Okay. Hold on. Did your child's father get that?
Yes, he did. He got a lot more than that.
And he earned more than the guys I'm talking about, but yet he wasn't good enough for you to marry, but you still made a baby with him.
He had other things going on.
Well, you still made a baby with him.
That wasn't intentional, but yes, I did.
Man, see, this is another issue, especially in our community. making a baby is much less of a big deal than being a wife. Women put that's
I didn't say
insane
that.
too. And I said in our community. I didn't say you.
Okay.
But and I'm gonna tell you, everything that you just described is very vague. But I will just say this: there are women who are providing what you're providing and more, and they're younger, no children. How do you beat that?
I can't beat no children at all.
Exactly. So
I'm not
if a
asking
man, so if
you.
the men that you're looking, the kind of man you're looking for, other women are looking for him too, and it's a competition. And when all those men are chosen, Prince Charming is sitting across from you making $45,000 a year, content. That's Prince Charming, baby.
I don't really know too many men that make that.
Well, we
I
know
mean,
you're, but the thing is, you
I
can
know
talk.
that I know
Okay,
that they
I'm
do.
out of here. Okay, again, this.
I know that they do, but we are in Atlanta.
I know where we are, and it's 17 woman to one. There's a lot of y'all unmarried women here who talk to each other and act like the stuff y'all say matters. When I look on all these black women's ring finger down here, and it's
I understand.
what are your marital prospects?
I have a few guys that are interested.
In marrying you?
There's two.
Really?
However, I will say they are so much older than me. Although they do make over 60, they are so
See,
much older than
listen
me.
to this. So listen to how picky we are getting. You
They're
got
like
two.
50. I can't.
Excuse me?
I want more kids, and they don't want any more kids, you know.
Well,
they just want to take care of me and my son, and I want to,
this
I want more kids.
this is why the I'm sorry, man, but I got news for you. You only have a limited amount of options and a limited amount of time. You cannot choose. You do not get to choose like you did when you were 23 at 32 with a baby.
I understand.
I don't think so, but I don't think
understand.
they really get it. What it's starting to dawn on me is a lot of women just really truly believe y'all are higher rank than y'all really are.
I just realized that I didn't say that at all, but you do say that a lot in your videos.
Yeah, and you've just proved it. A man who's making $80,000 is a black man who's doing that's in the top 15% of earners, but he wasn't good enough to marry, but he was good enough to reproduce with. Make that make sense. Insane. So this is the danger. When you keep telling women that it's okay, and don't worry about looks and this and that. Don't worry about those things that the men say they value. Value your inner peace and your this and that. The men get to pick, and the men know what they want, and this is what they're saying. That's why you have thousands and thousands of people coming over here day in, day out, week in, week out. Let's go ahead and let them in. But I'm glad women are not arguing as much as they used to, but it's still like this is too slow of a method to get. It's like one at a time. Unmute yourself, Kim. Oh, all right. We're gonna go ahead and. Hello, Kim. 3. Hello. Going once. Going twice. Gone. All right. Those who are on camera get priority. Lisa, go ahead. She's gone. If you have a disagreement, raise your hand. Disagreements get priority. See, what the last caller proved is, one, women really just don't understand what the market really is, and that all these demands sound nice when you're talking to women. But notice how every time I ask one about a man, I'm okay with him if he's making so-and-so, as long as he's ambitious, which means I'm going to be on your butt to make more and more money to get you to the minimum threshold where I think a man should be. Men aren't looking for that, ladies. Hello?
Hello, Kevin.
How old are you? Hi, what's your first name?
It's Latoya.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay. What do you got for me?
Well, okay. So from my understanding, men really don't get to the peak of their success until they're about in their 40s.
Okay.
And from what I've learned so far, it looks like the 18, 24, 25 bracket.
What's the disagreement?
That's my my thing is, women really are not looking for men in their 40s.
Too bad. If you want a man who's making a lot of money, that's what you better look.
Well, that's the thing, right?
No.
Where the average 25-year-old or 22-year-old is not looking at a 45-year-old man.
Hold on. This is another one of these misnomers. What do you might not be, but if you're looking for resources and a man who's able to pay the bills to where you don't have to work, how is a man supposed to do that in his 20s legally?
No, I get that. I do agree with that. I do completely understand.
So, if that's what you want as a woman, what do women who want that do?
Well, that's the thing, right? They really don't give them that type of time.
No. There's an answer. You just skipped over it. I have women who've come onto this show. See, we don't, in the black community, we frown on age gap dating. We call it all kind of stupid shit.
Right.
We talk about when somebody's 10, 15 years old is robbing the cradle. And the black community has some of the most destructive attitudes towards relationships of all. When other races are perfectly fine with 10, 15 years, because especially if you go into South America, especially if you switch cultures, they don't even tend to look at men under 40 seriously. So saying that women in their 20s aren't looking for guys in their 40s, that's in our culture because we don't know how to do stuff.
Okay, well, that's the thing, right? And then we don't know how to do stuff. I agree with you, but then these guys, date these young girls, then they come to you.
Become what?
31,
hold on. These guys date these young girls and then what?
And then I guess it's unsuccessful on that end. So they begin to date me, and I'm asking them about their history.
Whoa. I can't just let you make that assumption. These guys date these young girls and then it becomes unsuccessful.
According to him. At least that's the one side of the story that I received.
Okay, no, ma'am. You're talking about your personal experience.
Okay.
But you're making it seem like it's everybody and the majority. Please make the distinction. See, we're very imprecise about how we talk about things. You're dating a man who dated a younger woman and he came to you. Okay.
Well, it's not just that. It was just the experience that he has told me as to dating that 22-year-old and 23-year-old. And then they come to you and they're down and, seem to be, that's my thing. It's like,
no, I don't know. I really don't. Because I don't know what you think you're telling me.
They're jaded. By the time they're done with 22-year-old,
No.
23-year-old.
See, so here's a theory. This is an older man dating a younger woman and it doesn't work and he gets jaded. Ma'am,
Okay, but that's my personal experience.
Exactly,
You
but that's
asked me
not.
what's
But
my disagreement.
okay, this is why I say we got a lot of bad wiring in the black community, and the reason you hear this stuff is women, especially older women, put this stuff out. They put it out because one, they don't want to have to compete against younger women. Ladies, like I've told you, if you don't want to have to work, you need to have a man who has the resources. Either you're gonna, if you want to date a man around your age, then you're gonna have to do the whole building thing, and you guys are gonna have to rough it until he gets to 40. But many women don't want to do that. You want him already to be productive, competitive, successful. Well, then you're not gonna get someone who's your age. So I can't deal with all these war stories and horror stories about, especially when they have no details. It's just more, and no offense, but that kind of stuff comes off as like talking points and propaganda. So basically, the same thing is here's the sentiment that's always out there. Don't date a younger woman if you're an older man. Date an older woman because it'll end up bad and you'll be jaded. Men aren't listening to that. All right, what's your disagreement? Hello, unmute yourself. Lex, go. Hello.
Hi,
Your first name?
Alexis.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Are you in the right call? Do women gain value with age, with time?
Yes, I do believe women gain value with age and time. I
Okay.
don't agree with.
Okay. You're 24. I don't really care about your opinion. No offense, but at 24, not for you. And I'm going to tell you why I hung up on her. Because I'm going to listen to a 24-year-old woman tell me what older women and people have told her. And we're going to deal with this on Friday. This is why so many young women are so angry. A lot of older women tell young women a bunch of BS about how the world works. Go on to Hulu and watch Mrs. America. Betty Verdant, Phyllis Schlafly. There's no way a 24, 23, 22-year-old woman with very small relationship history should even be concerned about a phone call, a video like this, much less to feel like they need to participate and be heard. No sense to me, but I mean, what a 24-year-old is going to give us in this conversation was going to be nothing of real true value. There's no way a 24. No different than if I had a 24-year-old young man talking about high value men. You can't really tell me anything. Let's do this. Unmute yourself with your thumb over your camera. Celeste going once. Celeste going twice. Celeste going third time. And she's gone. All right. Regina, you're up next. I'm a PhD.
I'm a PhD.
Yeah. Go ahead. Unmute yourself. Really? Yeah. That's why I took you off. Danielle. D to the Izzo. Danielle, unmute yourself. All right. Danielle's not paying attention. I'll try one more time, Regina. You have to get your microphone right, or else we got to go. Unmute yourself. Regina going once. Regina going twice. Dang, Regina. Gina's gone. So, yeah, guys. Older, do you gain value with time? And the answer is yes, to your mate, but not to the market. You don't gain value to the mate. To the market. You do gain value to your mate. But if you don't have a mate, you don't gain value in the market. Who said they had a question? Okay. All right. So let me do this too. Carrie, unmute yourself.
Hi, Kevin.
Hello. How old are you?
I'm 29, so definitely not 24.
Nah. What do you got for me?
Yeah, so I have a quick question. So I'm a PhD student, I know.
Okay.
And I study psychology, actually.
Oh, Lord.
So
okay.
Yeah, so my reasoning for being, against young marriages is actually backed by a lot of the statistics.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on. Do you want to marry?
Yeah, eventually.
Okay. I don't mind you having your opinion on it, but if you're going to sit here and try to give all the numbers as to why earlier marriage is not good, we've already had this conversation. I already had it. And yes, there's stats out there for extremely young marriage. I'm not saying get married at 18, but damn sure you don't wait till you're 40. It's not even reasonable, Carrie, because biologically, do you want to have children?
Yeah, for sure.
But then what? Okay, then here's the thing. How recent is this picture of you?
Oh, it's now 29.
Okay. So how many children would you like to have?
Whatever God gives me, maybe 1, 2.
How many? Give me a number.
2.
2. So about what age what age would you recommend a woman who wants 2 children? What's the latest age she should marry?
I wouldn't say latest. I don't know about the latest age.
That's
but
what
I
I'm
know,
asking you.
Well, you definitely shouldn't have one in your 50s or mid 40s.
You still didn't answer the question.
Anything prior to mid 40s, I would say.
Okay, this is why I didn't let her go off on these stats. Again, see how I simply asked the question? What is the latest age? And she said, and she gave me a range. See, theory is great, but people who without any real practical relationship knowledge do a lot of damage as well too, because they can give you stats and theory and it sounds real convincing. When you start asking specifics, it comes to God and time frames. Yeah. No thanks.
I'm a PhD.
That's why I put psych chicks up there. That's why I put psych chicks. Well, not I. That's why the guys that these women are talking about, doctors, attorneys, psychiatrists, psych chicks, military, police, massage therapists, actresses, hairstylists, anything bohemian, and nurses. That is the target-rich environment of the things that most of these guys say, no, thank you. You can't make this shit up. When people think I just making stuff up, just be talking. No. It's based in a lot.
Yeah, you should have a child before you're like 50. Before you're 50. Because the psychology is settled on young marriage. But before you're 50, forget the fact that you have powdered eggs and the fact that you're probably trying to take hormone injections and all kind of stuff. But as long as before you're 50. That's what the data says. 50, 50, 50.
French toast out of here. Let me go to read some super chats real quick because this is kind of fun.
As long as you do it before you're 50. Just before you're 50. You gotta get her done at 50 because 45 is still a baby. 45, you still got a lot of growing to do. 45, 42, I mean, Jesus Christ, you're still on formula. But by the time you get like to 48, you should be walking by now. And by 50, you really should be ready to, have that first child. So by the time it hit 18, you'll be post-retirement. And hey, way to go. Your child could get your Social Security if you start after 50. Matter of fact, this is probably a sound psychological and financial strategy. So, Abraham and Sarah, they were kind of onto something, according to the data. Oh, you can't make this shit up. Letitia, Natasha, how are you? Go ahead, unmute yourself.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, you gonna have kids before you're 50?
Well, I will. You know what? I'm the type of woman that I would like to, but I'm not pressed, if that makes sense.
So what do you have on the topic? Do women gain value with time?
It all depends on the woman, to be honest. It all depends on the moment. It all depends on where she's at in life. To me,
shout out to King Ike.
I am the king and will not be. I am the king and will not.
Can you hear me?
Now I can. You said it all depends on the woman and.
Yeah, and where she's at in life, and also.
But I gotta ask you, Latasha, how old are you?
I will be 42 this year.
All right. How are men in general supposed to make market decisions upon, individual or specific random women like that?
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to pause the YouTube. Can you please repeat that? How are men supposed to do what?
Yeah. So when I ask a specific question, women like you give me the answer. Well, it depends on the specific woman. Yeah, but we're talking about in general.
Okay.
When women give answers like that, it's like deflection. It's like you don't want to answer the true question. Do women gain value with time?
I believe that they do.
Okay, in what ways?
Like I said, that's they should gain value as far as their wisdom, their intellect. That's all regarding their mindset. They should gain value as far as their finances. Depending on, what career field they're in. And even if they're not in a specific career field, just the fact that as they age, I mean, they should become wiser in all areas of their life. So, of course, they should gain value.
Okay. Do you have any children?
And I do not.
Have you ever been married?
I have not.
All right. When men are deciding to pick wives, where does wisdom rank on the chart?
From a man's perspective?
Well, those are the only ones we're concerned about, ma'am.
Okay, so
where does wisdom rank? Because where does it rank?
If you want me to answer that from a male's perspective,
no, ma'am. I want you to answer it from a man's perspective when we talk about marriage, unless you talk about marrying a woman.
Oh, no. So then where a woman should rank as far as her physical.
No. I asked I asked the question, do women gain value over time? You said yes. And I said, in what ways? And you started to proceed to tell me they gain value because of their wisdom, their experience, and their money. And I said, where do men rank wisdom when they're picking a woman?
They rank wisdom at I don't even know how to really answer that question, to be honest.
Well, yes, you do. You just don't want to. You've been on this planet 42 years.
Okay,
and tell me what, when Playboy magazine came out, how often do they have the real book smart, educated girl on there? When you watch adult films, tell me how they read hot encyclopedias in philosophy. Come on, ma'am. You just said a woman gets more valuable with time because she's wiser. And we associate wisdom with age, but that's not what men pick in a woman.
But guess what?
Guess what? No, guess what? You haven't answered my question yet. So we're not going to move the goalpost. Where do they rank wisdom?
I don't know. Tell me.
You said it. No, you said it. You're 42. You're a grown woman. You said it with conviction. Then you tell me, since this is what you say men pick, then tell us where it ranks.
Maybe what it is I'm not clearly understanding your question.
Yeah, you
maybe
do.
That's what it is.
You clearly understand.
You clearly
understand that men pick women based on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
What things do men pick women on?
Their physical attributes. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
That's like number one.
So does a woman's physical attributes improve over time?
It all depends on the woman.
I don't want to hear this bullshit. I've already done this again. This is why I'm going to bid you a good night because I've already said.
I just said I can only speak for myself.
Yeah. And this is why this is why older women, because I've already said, man, we got to stick to the general. But again, here comes the deflection. If this is what you're going to do, if this is what you're going to do, man, just leave.
I'm not deflecting and I can't leave. I mean, it's not a big deal.
You can leave. No. Check. I was trying to be nice.
And I am too. I'm just trying to answer your questions.
Okay, ma'am. Then where do men rank? Does a woman's body looks improve with age?
Yes and no.
And tell me what your husband thinks about that.
I just said I wasn't married.
And you,
I say yes and
you
no.
won't be. And you actually won't be.
And I can elaborate that.
No, you won't be. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you really won't because. Think being difficult makes you smart. Think being difficult moves you on down the path. Young ladies, don't be like this. She said women improve with age, gain value with wisdom and experience and money. And I asked her, where do men rank these things? Oh, I don't know. It just depends on the man that's picking it and all this other kind of stuff. And after we went all around about that, all right, how do men pick women? Oh, they pick women based on their body and their looks. Okay, does that improve with age? I don't know. It depends on a particular woman. These women. See, and the reason so many young ladies are upset is because these are their mothers and their aunts. These are the women that are advising the 24-year-olds. These women, young ladies, stay away from these kind of women. They're the problem. They'll tell you it doesn't matter. They'll have you down the wrong path. And every time I tried to ask her to say something that a woman of her age and her wisdom should know, she acted like a fool. And if I would have chosen to, she was ready to go back and forth with the attitude and all something. No, just kick rocks. No, thank you. Boo, 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 boo. All right, we're going to answer a few more before we get up out of here. I'll be honest, man. I have a friend who thinks he has a theory, and he says he ought to invest in argument bars. His theory is that black folks, black women in particular, get off on arguing. That they like enjoy arguing. That gets them turned on. It gets them excited. And you know, when I first heard him say, I was like, really? Who would do that? But the more I've done these shows, the more I've started, it's like they start to get a charge out of it. It's like, ooh, yeah, we're about to argue. I'm about to be contentious and go back and forth. I'm just about to say a bunch of stuff that I know. And then I listen to when they call on to other people's shows. And, you know, they'll call just to troll and just to say the most. I'm like, do you think you're improving the ethnic image of anybody acting that way? I just don't get it, but that's how you want to be presented. Oh, I thought that was a dude. Go ahead, Edna.
Hello.
You're going to have to turn off YouTube in the background.
I'm trying to. I apologize. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. What do you got? What's going on? What do you got for me?
I do not think that women value increases as they get older.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay. What part of the country are you in?
I'm in Phoenix, Arizona.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thanks for calling in, I guess. I didn't know
Thank
that.
you.
All right.
All right.
Bye. Edna, everybody. Why y'all have these bonnets on y'all's heads? Tish. Tish said, how do we call in? Where is Tish anyway? Here we go. Unmute yourself, Tish. Unbelievable. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Your first name?
Santish.
Tish? Okay. How old are you?
I'm 28.
What do you got for me?
I think it depends actually. Because the more you're older, the more you become mature and you know better how to handle men. But also when you get older, you have kids and you become less attractive and you become older. So in
So
that
let
way,
me ask you, Tish. Let me ask you something.
mhm.
Do rich men in your country, especially like men who are, let's say a rich man who's like 40 or 50 or 60, do most of those rich men go get older women or do they get younger women?
Hell no, young women.
Okay, so let's be honest, Tish. That's not how it works.
Yes.
They go get young women, and you know that. So why is it hard for ladies to just admit that?
Yeah, right.
I'm asking you, why is it hard for you ladies to just admit
I
that?
guess, yeah, because I guess we don't want to say like, oh yeah, you are right that they pick younger ladies. Like, for example, someone who's in their 40s or 50, it would decrease their worth value, I guess.
Yeah, that means you need to stay with your husband or your man.
True.
And make it work because if you're old, you got little to no shot out here. And I'm gonna keep saying it so women
So what
can.
if?
So
So
go ahead.
what if you are a widow?
Well, that's different. Widows have a better chance of getting a man than just a woman ain't never had a man. All right, I'm gonna keep pushing this message. So you might as well get it. Die alone. 1 out of 4 black women were married. That means 3 out of 4 would not have a husband. That means when they die, unmarried, die alone. 1 out of 4. And there's a substantial amount of those that won't have children. No children, die alone. I'm sorry that hurts your sensibilities, but women need to hear the truth. And they need to hear the truth so they can get a sense of urgency, because human beings act on incentives. And we have removed accountability and time frames and consequences from people in general, women in particular. So women are moving through life as if their biological clock doesn't matter, as if their beauty doesn't matter, as if their youth doesn't matter, as if their body count, their womb doesn't matter. And when they decide after 30, after 35 to say, oh, I need a man, and they look around and they realize that all the lies that you people have been telling them got them in the position they are now. And then they're scrambling at 35, like, oh, how do I get a high value man? And then somebody like myself comes along and says, the 24-year-old got her. Oh, but why? I make $100,000 and I just got a kid. Sorry. He wanted something different. But I'm a good woman and I make money and I this and that. That's not what he valued. You don't know men. Stop listening to people who don't know men, who don't speak for men, who don't advocate for men, because whether you like it or not, men are the consumers of the product that is you, a woman. And they got no men, none. They're giving you their opinions to tell for whatever reasons. Because this guy can at least tell you in the last 6 months or so, several couples have gotten together in 3 engagements. And I'm not on that side as a matchmaker. And I will be putting together more people because I'm dealing with reality. I'm dealing with market factors, and I'm dealing with it. I'm taking the prize and I'm taking the catch. I'm taking men who are the catch and women who are the prize, and I'm putting them in front of the world. And I'm saying this woman is the prize for this week. This man's the catch for this week. And let the world say, ooh. Let the world say, ooh. And maybe these two people like each other. Maybe they won't, but at least people will see. Taking couples that are already out there and say, this is what a happy, healthy, functioning couple looks like. Putting these people in the same rooms together. And letting nature take its course, because guess what? When you accept that men and women are different, that women want men with resources, men want beautiful women. Beautiful, fit, feminine, friendly. And yes, I'm sorry. If you're a dress size 14, 16, you likely will not get, well, I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to pick you. I'm not going to put up plus size, overweight, men or women. I'm not going to go the PC route. I'm going to go the route where people actually understand what a standard is. No different than I'm going to go get a man who's 5'4" working on fries at Chick-fil-A. Just because he's Rudy. No. Outcomes. Image consultant deal with outcomes in the real world. If you need somebody to massage your feelings and make you feel better, that's why I say counselors, therapists. Those are those people. All right, we got time for a few more. Man, there's 27 folks in here. Oh. Does anybody have a disagreement? Oh, Allie's got her hand up. Let's try this. Her name is, hold on, I got to get with this. This sounds like that cannot be a real name. That cannot be a real name that's on this screen. I'm going to test this name. That cannot be a real name. Coming to the stage, we have Winter. Go ahead. Go ahead, unmute yourself.
Hi, Kevin.
That's got to be a stage name.
It is. I forgot that it says that actually.
Yeah. What you got for me?
So I just wrote it down. I said that I believe that women's value don't go up, but their assets can. A woman's value is weighed in her ability to raise a good family and keep a good husband. If she is single, she can only gain value in financial gain and needs to understand that if it's a man that she's craving, she must sell to that market. She is her brand. She has the womb and she is the physical reproduction factory, and her vagina is the sexual factory. So
there you go. In a nutshell, here's the thing, ladies. Thank you. I was about to say that's funny. Stage name coming to the stage. Winter Heat.
I'm a stripper.
Yeah, I can see. Dance for us.
No, you can't.
Come on, now get up and come on, drop it like it's hot. I'm looking for the money world, girl. Hold on. We gonna put you on screen.
No.
Shit, you got all that. You got all them boot. You got all that. What it Patrice? He said you got all that titty meat showing.
Hold on, what is that?
You got them all pushed up like that. I'm like, shit, go ahead. Well, coming to the stage, Winter.
I had to grow these myself, so
good. Yeah. And somebody should motorboat the hell out of them.
We're working on it.
Brewski. All right. Yeah, but I'm gay. Right.
I thought I was gay for half a second. I also did. I wanted to let you know I did send you a message in regards to something because I wanted to link up with you. So hopefully you can check your inbox on Instagram, and I think I also followed you on Clubhouse.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
I was saying people are joking, talking about I'm gay. I'm like, yeah, right, whatever. Here's the thing. I got off topic. Yes, ladies, you gain value as you age to your man, not to the market. Guys are in the chat room like, really? Put it on the camera. Go ahead, Allie. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 35.
What do you got for me? What's the disagreement?
I do think some women gain value with age if they're attractive. And I'm thinking of the women who made a lot of mistakes in the past and they've become more mellow and they're more patient and more submissive. My mom, she actually got married.
Would you recommend this as a strategy for women? To wait?
No.
That's all I'm trying to say.
But I know things.
So Allie, listen what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yes, what you're saying is true. But in the main, it's not a good idea. And that's what we got to stop doing. Because there are women who will hear what you said and say, see, it works for some women, and they will act on it, not hearing the question I just asked. Is this a good idea to tell young women? No. We got to stop. We got to stop that. Thank you. We got to stop this. Everybody gets a trophy. There are no problems, and it can all work out. That is simply not true. I know it. Men don't get to hear this. Men are told, guess what? You don't make... You know what men are told? No romance without finance. You got to have a job if you want to get with me. Men are told, I don't want no scrubs. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Men are told, ain't nothing going on but the rent. And men say, fine. I won't be a scrub. I will be able to pay the rent. But we always expect the men who take up the challenge and say, fine, I will go make myself a man of consequence. You expect that man to have no standard. Oops, that side of the story wasn't told. No romance without finance. I can't get everybody in. I got too many people, can't get everybody in. They were like, put them up on the stage. Coming to the stage, Winter Heat. That's why I said it looks like a stripper name. Yeah, there's no way in the hell that's a normal name. Breasts is all pushed up here and yoga pants carrying on. Camel toe on fleek. Camel toe. Camel toe, camel toe, camel toe. Woo! I didn't make it, you know. All right. We got to get up out of here. So it's getting late. All right, people. If you don't have a disagreement, we got to get out of here. Friday. Okay, here's the thing. If you guys don't know, I go live on Instagram from time to time, and Instagram is a great place behind the scenes. It's just me, you, one-on-one. Make no mistake, if it goes on Instagram, that's the best way to possibly catch me. When I put up the prize and the catch, ladies, I'm putting up Mr. Right. Guys, when I put up the prize, I'm putting up Miss Right. I'm putting up people who are relationship minded, single, professional, attractive, ready to go. That's right. I've actually had people have asked about, have people reached out to me? I've had network TV reach out. I've had people from CNBC reach out to me. I've had a lot of things reach out to me. So understand something. Whether you like my approach or whether you dislike my approach, good things are starting to happen over here. You know, there are a lot of people who watch this show, watch this program, and we're going to do something incredible in 2021. I'm going to still be the way I am. The slaps and taps and all of the kind of stuff is still going to be around. There are going to be people who dislike me. There are going to be people who like me. And from time to time, yes, I will allow, when I do my men shows, there will be plenty of time. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to make plenty of time. Because I am tired of men calling in and not being camera ready. If you call in on this show as a man, you're going to have to be camera ready, because I'm not going to broadcast t-shirts, ball caps, and dirty rooms. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. I am too conscious of an image that needs to be projected, and I'd rather not give it than give the wrong one. So that's what that be. Any other announcements I want to put out? The prize, the catch. Let me go ahead and do this again. Guys, if you haven't gone to my website yet, if you haven't gone to my YouTube channel, I'm going to upload this video of a woman that was in Houston. I'm actually going to come to Houston next month. I want to actually jump down there with the folks from the cruise season. I think those dudes are cool. I just kind of want to get down to Houston, get some seafood. And when I'm in Houston, I'm thinking about doing a meetup, because there are a lot of people in Houston, a lot of professional sisters in Houston. Here it is. There it is. The prize and the catch application. That's on my website. For everybody that sends me an email talking about, hey, how do I book a consultation? Hey, how much is a consultation? I don't respond to those emails because I get them like 10 times a day. You book a consultation by going to my website and pressing book. So if you haven't got a response, you got to understand, people, that I get a lot of messages. Shout out to people who've been here from day one. We just crossed 300,000 subscribers. How freaking crazy is that? How crazy is that? You know, on Instagram, we've crossed 160 some odd thousand. And my premise has always been the same. Help get people what they want, and you'll get what you want by and by. I make no bones about it. I said it before. I want to be stupid rich, but I want to help a lot of people get what they want along the way. If you're a musician and you want to have your music played, send me your original song. That's how Kiss the Ring and I'm a PhD and all this other stuff. If you want to take clips or comedy or animation, if you want to have a chance to get seen, do that. If you want to do captions for the videos, put them in the comment section. Always looking for the next stuff. Folks, 2021 is going to be fantastic. If you want to sponsor the prize or the catch, you want to be looked at as a potential sponsor to give away whatever it is you do, suits, dresses, a lot of opportunities coming up. What else? The prize, the catch, the scholarship, the internship. Yeah, I can't wait to announce that. Woo! Sending somebody an intern for the summer to let them hang up under a professional on my dime. So I'll just tell you, looking to actually send an intern out to work with somebody that I know is a forward-thinking professional entrepreneur, send them an intern for the summer. Everything's covered. Room, room meaning the temporary lodging where they'll be staying, a stipend to eat on, and then you have to, but you're going to do work. You're going to do work because I cannot control whether or not you get an internship at Exxon or Ernst & Young or this and that, but I can help you decide to work for somebody who actually knows how to get it done. More on that later. And also the scholarship. Yes. Oh, shout out to King Ike. Good scholarship fund. I plan on making it hard for my competition. Hard. I'm going to make it hard on you. Lace up your running shoes and put it on the wood. You want to challenge me? I challenge you to be better. Be better. Yes, it's my platform. Yes, I'm the star of this show, but I don't want to be the star. I want to be behind the scenes helping people get what they want. Using this platform, I'm going to get what I want. Make no mistake, I'm going to get it. But other people can get what they want too. Just like the young lady who got a proposal in Aruba. Shout out to Attorney Sperling for you and your lady friend. Shout out to AC. Shout out to everybody in the mix. Yes, the mix is going to be growing. There's so many things I'm working on. So eventually you start to have staff, need assistance. All because we can. Will everything work? No. Some things will probably start, and if they work out, they don't. Just like the show that I did before this show, The Lion's Den. We tried it. It didn't work. Fine. You got to be willing to try and do other things. People tend to have 6 or 7 businesses before one is successful. What are you willing to do? Are you willing to build it while you fly it? Are you willing to get out there and make a complete fool of yourself in public, dust yourself off and say, whatever? Are you willing to stomp your kitten heels all the way to the Hall of Fame? Because I'm going to the Hall of Fame on your ass. That's right. I'm going to the Hall of Fame on your ass in my kitten heels. Do you want to come? And when I get there, we're going to be like, ha, 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 ha. Right. Woo! Yeah, he talked all that shit. That's right. Be looking at you like this. All the way going to the Hall of Fame on your ass and taking you with me. The detractors, hey, get your popcorn, get your Xanax, get your tissues, and you can watch. Rest of us, we're going to enjoy. Till the next time, we got to get ready to get up out of here because it's been a long day. It's been a good day, but I got to go, man. I got stuff to do. I got to grab me something to eat, and I got some more work to get to before I put in some more work tonight. Yeah. Till the next time, peace. We are gone.
I am the king and will not be. I am the king and will not be.
Come here, Janice.
Kevin, I'm so excited to talk. I've been watching this now.
Janice, warm up the soup, please.
Definitely high value.
Uh-oh, watch the haters leave.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. But it's going to be a fun ride.
It's not a problem, no, 'cause I know what I'm getting into. Yes. Yeah. And nothing can stop me. 'cause I'm addicted to